I don't even need to switch my Celtic Guardian to attack position. Let's go ahead and battle, and this should be lethal. 100%. Oh, that was a huge hit. That was a huge hit. Alright, so let's see what we got. Right here, 9,000 points. How's it going, guys? aRenG Life here, and today, I'm a bit late to the party, but I have a deck that I've been using to farm Epic Yami Yugi, and it's pretty good. I have to say, I have been using this budget version because I wanted to prove that you can actually use the deck with one copy of a Silent Swordsman. Speaking of which, we're running Silent Swordsman. But yeah, I wanted to upload it yesterday. I was like, screw it. Yesterday was my birthday, so you guys missed my stream. I was literally just playing a Dragon Ball game, which got demonetized, by the way, and got claimed by for just playing the game, which I was a bit tilted by. So thanks to everybody who showed up in that stream, for the donations, for the member, everybody who just participated. Thank you very much. But yeah, today we're jumping right back into it. I'm an older boy, and we're going to be showing off that wisdom by using Silent Swordsman to farm Yami Yugi. So we're using the one copy of Silent Swordsman. I'm using only one copy because you can get one of them with gems. If you want to have a higher percentage of win rate, whatever you want to be better at winning, run more copies of Silent Swordsman. In that case, you could also replace Draw Sense Light, but I probably wouldn't. I don't know. That's up to you. But I'm using Draw Sense Light basically so you can summon anything, probably like an obnoxious Celtic Guard or something, and you'll take some damage. When you take damage, you'll get to activate your skill and whatever and get your big boy added to hand. So we're running 3 copies of this guy because he can basically survive over and over, because he can only be killed by monsters with what is it, 15 to 1900 attack. So that's pretty much what lets you survive with this guy. We're using, like I said, 1 copy of this guy. If you really want to bump up the power, run more copies of Silent Swordsman. 3 copies of Shield Warrior. Shield Warrior is here because if he gets sent to the grave, you can actually protect one of your other monsters from destruction, which is really nice because that means you can early turn, send him away, go for Silent Swordsman, use his effect to protect if they do try to kill him. So that's pretty nice right there. No need to run the other Silent Swordsman because you don't really want to negate your spells. That would be kind of unfortunate. So there's that. 1 copy of Fortress Warrior. I'm trying this out because I was having an issue where I was just not drawing enough monsters. Where I would draw all the back row and just never have a monster. So I tried running more copies of Fortress Warrior. And that's up to your discretion if you want to add more of these guys or whatever. But if you want to add another one of these, you can probably just take out this guy. But whatever. He's also pretty good because you can use him as a tribute fodder, and you can summon him on the field. He survives once per turn, and you do not take damage from battles, but which could be pretty good eventually, but you do want to take damage for Draw Sense Light, so there's that. 1 copy of Vassal because we are using the Vassal engine, which is a union attack, and we're using H-Heated Heart, so there's that. 2 copies of Silent Sword Slash. This is pretty cool. If you had more copies of Silent Swordsman, it'd be better because you can actually thin out your deck by adding more copies of this big boy. But right now we're sticking to 1 because we're going full budget. So there's that. 3 copies of Power of the Guardians. Now this is what makes this deck busted. This card is amazing. I've already said it before. This card is an N. This card is completely budget, by the way. So there's only a few SRs and stuff, and the only UR you can get guaranteed. But yeah, this card is amazing. It lets you survive forever, and it's just so good. And it also gives you huge power boost if you just keep attacking their monsters. 2 copies of Defense Draw. I'm running this just for the draw power, and so I don't get wrecked on the first turn, because he does have the potential to completely swarm. And then 2 copies of Jar of Greed. I'm actually running Jar of Greed as a way to negate his trap. He has his card. He can activate it and negate a card. I like baiting it out with Jar of Greed. But that's pretty much the deck. Without further ado, I think we're just going to go ahead and just jump right in. And I'm going to show you guys the farm. Epic Yugi. By the way, he's got some new cards. I have already gotten a few of them, which is weird. I haven't even been farming him that hard, to be honest. But I already got 2 copies of Archfiend Commander. I mean, he's okay. He's gonna be real support for like level 6 Exceeds. We're getting a lot of support for Exceeds out of nowhere. It's kind of weird. But this is your chance to get your copies of Endymion and Charging Gaia, which are pretty good cards. And then we got the legendary Exodia Incarnate, who I don't think is necessarily that great, but I'll definitely try to find a deck for him because he's all right. And then we have the Dark Magic Expanded, which is alright. But yeah, as for that, that's pretty much all he has. I think I'm going to be trying to get my Archfiend Commander, even though I can't play Archfiends because I don't have Archfiend Emperor. But whatever, without further ado, let's just go ahead and take this bad boy on. Alright. So, here he is. We got Mokuba because we have Draw Sense Light. I think Mokuba is one of the few characters who actually guaranteed has it. So, let's see what we got right now. Today is the day the Pharaoh's gonna go down. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and set that card. I'm going to probably just end. I could also technically I could summon my Shield Warrior, power it up with Power of the Guardians, but I'm gonna... Ooh, I could just take the damage right now, too. I could also just take the damage, and that'll trigger my skill. You know what? I think that's beneficial for me. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take that damage right now. So, activate my skill, Draw Sense Light. Gimme. Because you only have one of these in the deck, at least in my build, because of the budget build. But let's go ahead and actually go for our Shield Warrior. So Shield Warrior is cool because we basically, once he's in the grave, he can be banished, so we can make our monster not die. Which, we have Power of the Guardians over here, man. We ain't afraid of death. We ain't afraid of the death right now, so I think we're good. Now we have our big boy. He's going to gain constant power-ups every turn. 500 attack every turn. Power of the Guardians also gives him 500 every time he attacks, so yeah, it looks like you lose, Yugi. Honestly, that's all it is. He basically loses. He has very few things that can stop me. I can negate a spell per turn, and he just kind of, it's kind of game over for him. I'll set that Jar of Greed, though. I'll battle this bad boy. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm just going to keep battling so we can gain counters on Power of the Guardians.
I've been walking through the rain, don't know where I'm going. My head's leading me astray, yeah, you follow knowing. Getting deeper in the frame, I see your face, I feel the pain, but you chose the path I follow. I'm in love with the way that you hold me when I fall back down. And I'm in love with the words from your voice that put me off the ground now. This love's been a long time coming. My breath slows but my heart keeps running. I'm so fed up of the lies that my heart believed in. But staring deep into your eyes makes it all forgiven. I feel my cover will be blown, my fears will grow out of control. Yeah, you still want.
There he goes. He's got Eternal Soul. Summons a Dark Magician in defense. Oh, an attack. Nice. Alright, here it is. This is what I'm waiting for. He has 1,000 knives. He's trying to target my monster, but he pretty much protects himself from destruction because of Power of the Guardians. So I don't have to use his effect, but I will. Or I could actually... You know what I'm going to do? Since he waited to do that, I'm going to let him activate that. I'm going to use Power of the Guardians because there's a good chance he has a copy of Dark Magic Attack. Yeah, see? See? You got to be clever with it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and negate that one. Because I don't want him destroying one back row. Even though I could technically get rid of it, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, battling, expanded. He's gonna go all out right now. He's trying to lethal me right now. He's trying to lethal me right now. We're gonna go ahead and defense draw. All right, so basically that lets me draw. It just shuts him down. So get wrecked, my dude. Do I have my last turn engine right now? I have this card. I have this card. I do not have piercing yet, but I don't necessarily need it. There it is, Magician's Navigation. I'm waiting for my Jar of Greed so I can negate, or technically I can have him try to negate Power of the Guardians, but I don't know if he will activate it. But we will see. We will see, because I don't want him negating H-Heated Heart. I don't know. I'm kind of risking it. Let's activate this. Power of the Guardians. Equip you. Yeah, we got him. Alright, so negation for days. So apparently now I know you can use Power of the Guardians to negate that. Magician's Rod trying to do his thing. Getting added back to hand. Alright, that's nice, dude. That's nice. Legion's gonna... Wow, he's thinning his deck like crazy. We're gonna have to end this game soon. Alright, so there's that. Now that we have the negation out of the way, we have nothing to fear. We can actually go for our last turn play. Do I really want to yet, though? Not necessarily. I'm gonna go ahead and battle. like I said, you can end the game at any point. It doesn't really matter. Which, you know what, just to do it, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go ahead and Vassal. I could have waited an extra turn, but I'm just like, screw you. I'm not even going to wait a turn. I'm going to Union attack, dude. But yeah, he doesn't really have anything else to fear. I'm just going to Vassal, power up my Vassal, do that. I'm going to use my Heated Heart, so we can deal piercing. That's important. You don't want him negating your Heated Heart. And then we're going to activate this just because I can, and I'll give it to my Vassal to give him extra power. So fair enough. I don't even need to switch my Celtic Guardian to attack position. Let's go ahead and battle, and this should be lethal. 100%. Oh, that was a huge hit. That was a huge hit. Oh, and it's honestly that easy. So even with the budget deck, the addition of Power of the Guardians makes this deck super awesome. You can even give this card to other monsters like Celtic Guardian, whatever, and they will survive forever and until you draw the cards you need. So that's amazing, and it can help you do a lot of things. You only have to worry about his whole back row destruction. So there's that. So be careful with him using Dark Magician. But I did have a list in the beginning. If you go back to the beginning, I have a few cards that you can run. But whatever. Let's go ahead and check out that score. Alright, so let's see what we got. Right here, 9,000 points, and we got an SR, which is pretty nice, but I already have like 7 copies of them, so I'm fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the farm. It's strangely consistent, and that's actually pretty good. But like I said, if you want more consistency, add more Silent Husbandos. But that's pretty much it, to be honest. It's a really good farm. But let me know in the comments if you guys are using any different farm decks. I'm actually pretty curious to see what other people are using. I know before I think I used YuBell, and YuBell is like it's just Rex. So I know YuBell's an option, but some people they might not have YuBell. They might have just jumped into the game and don't have access to YuBell. So I'm like, hey man, if you buy this structure deck for like 500 gems or whatever, it's pretty cheap. I think it's not even 500. I'm not sure, but it's pretty cheap. You buy the structure deck, you can have a really good farm deck just in itself. But whatever, that's pretty much it, guys. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more dueling shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you.